how have you seen kind of imposter syndrome, for example, show up in first gen student experience at Duke?
Yeah. At Duke, we have a particular brand of imposter syndrome that is so embedded in our culture that it actually has a name that we all use for it. We call it the myth of effortless perfection.
Oh
And it
gosh.
cuts, yep. There's actually a book, an alum has written a book about it that's coming out soon. And effortless perfection, that version of imposter syndrome, it cuts across all groups here at Duke. I mean, everyone experiences it. Students, staff, professors, or it cuts across race, ethnicity, even class. And what it really means is that there's this expectation here to accomplish it all, right? Have the perfect grades, get the perfect internship, have the perfect social circle, do it all, but to do it in a way that lacks any visible effort. Right? It's really toxic. We know this, and so we're working to kind of change the institutional culture. But it is part of the institutional culture, and again, everyone succumbs to it in some way, or at least it impacts everyone. But what I find that my first generation students, they don't know that it's a myth. They don't know that it's a performance. Right? And so they're looking at their peers and they're wondering, well, how are their peers doing this, getting the great grades, right? Getting this internship, getting into these different clubs without any work. Whereas everyone else knows that they're actually working really hard at it. They're just making it look when they're talking about it like it didn't take any effort. So again, my first instance, they don't know it's a myth. And so they're not familiar with the kinds of resources. They're not prepared to ask for the help that these other students are receiving to be able to accomplish it all. And being able to have, though, a peer mentor, someone who can tell them, someone they trust, right? Someone who has experienced it, able to say, like, look, this isn't real, right? Again, this is just a performance. I find that that's been really helpful in intervening in that kind of gross culture of effortless perfection.